بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Assalamualaikum and welcome to another lesson of English subject for grade 2. Students, we had started the exercise of chapter number 2, the rainbow, and today we are moving on to the part C of the exercise. For that you have to open your books at page number 10. Page number 10. It is part C, learning about language. Learning about language. Okay, the topic is noun. Noun. Naming words are called nouns. Naming words are called nouns. The word which is the name of something is called noun, or in simple words, name is noun. If you don't understand it, you can simply learn that name is noun. A word which is the name of something is called noun, or naming words are called nouns. Naming words are called nouns. Now you look around at your room where you are sitting and tell me the names of a few things. Door, very good. Window, very good. Sofa and bed, very good. Floor, fan, light, yes, all these are nouns because these are the names of these things. Okay, now let's move on to the activity which they are giving us. So underline all the nouns in the following. Okay, you have to underline, you have to draw a line under the word which is a noun. Okay, we will just underline the words which are the names of something. You can see a picture over here. This is a picture. We can see that a little boy is playing on a sink with water. A little boy is playing, he is standing on a stool. Standing on a stool. Stool is noun. Boy, noun. Dress, noun. Hands, noun. Water, noun. Tap, noun. This is a tap. Tap, noun. Wall, noun. Eyes, head, noun. Nose, mouth, noun. Face, noun. Okay. Sink. Sink, noun. Drops of water. Drops, noun. Floor, farsh. Floor, noun. Now that we have found a lot of nouns in the picture, let's move on to the paragraph. Tiny Tim was playing in the kitchen. Tiny Tim was playing in the kitchen. He stood on a chair. He stood on a chair next to the sink. Next to the sink. Water was coming out of the tap. Water was coming out of the tap. He put his thumb under the hole in the tap. He put his thumb under the hole in the tap. The water went all over the floor. The water went all over the floor. It went all over his head too. It went all over his head too. Tiny Tim was playing in the kitchen. Now what noun do you find in this line? in this one sentence. Tiny Tim was playing in the kitchen. Very good. Tim is the name of this boy and he was playing in the kitchen. Kitchen is the name of the room where we cook our food. Tim and kitchen are nouns in this sentence. Underline these words. The second sentence is, he stood on a chair next to the sink. He stood on a chair next to the sink. Very good. Chair and sink. Chair and sink. Water was coming out of the tap. Water was coming out of the tap. Very good. Water and tap. टैप नल का होता है जो आपके घर में पानी के लिए यूज़ होते हैं. टैप नल का. सो वाटर was coming out of tap. Okay. He put his thumb under the hole in the tap. He put his thumb under the hole in the tap. He put his thumb. Thumb is the big finger of your hand. Big finger of your hand. Under the hole in the tap. Hole सुराख को कहते हैं. होल जो टैप के अंदर वो वाला पॉइंट जहाँ से पानी निकल रहा हो, उस सुराख को होल कहते हैं. वैसे सुराख को होल कहते हैं, वो किसी भी चीज़ में हो सकता है. सो होल मीन्स सुराख. तो वो जो टैप वाला सुराख है जहाँ से पानी आ रहा था, तो टिम ने वहाँ अपना थंब रख दिया. ओके. अब यहाँ ये खेल रहा है तो अपने मज़े के लिए वो कुछ भी कर रहा है. ठीक है. ही पुट्स हिज थंब अंडर द होल इन द टैप. थंब, hole and tap. Thumb, hole and tap. The water went all over the floor. It went all over his head too. The water went all over the floor. It went all over his head too. Water, floor, head. Water, floor, head. Now I'm going to read this again. Tiny Tim was playing in the kitchen. Tim and kitchen. He stood on a chair next to the sink. Chair, sink. Water was coming out of the tap. Water and tap. He put his thumb under the hole in the tap. Thumb, hole, tap. The water went all over the floor. Water, floor. Water, floor. It went all over his head too. It went all over his head too. Now students, this was all for today. I hope you learned a lot and now you know that what is noun. So your homework for today is to write the definition of noun. You will write noun and then you will write this definition. This is definition of noun. Naming words are called noun. And then you will start writing this paragraph. You will write this question and then you will write this paragraph in your notebook. And you will underline all the nouns in the paragraph just as I have done. And then you will send me your homeworks. So I hope you learned a lot and now you know what are nouns. Keep this in mind. Nouns are the naming words. Noun नाम को कहते हैं, चाहे वो किसी भी चीज़ का नाम हो. नाउन नाम को कहते हैं, चाहे वो किसी भी चीज़ का नाम हो. So you have to point out all the nouns in the given paragraph and write them neatly, and be careful about the capitals and the smalls and the beginning of the sentence and the full stops. Don't forget anything, just write all as it is. This was all for today. Thanks for your time.
اللهم انفعنا بما علمتنا وعلمنا ما ينفعنا وزدنا علما.